Hey, hi there. I am Michael McIntosh. I am a professional photographer from out of Jamaica. Yes, wonderful, lovely Jamaica. And I am here today to do, well, somewhat of a review of Sigma, the Sigma 17 to 50 f 2.8 lens. Now, this review that I'm doing, it's not a detailed review, so I won't be going into a lot of technical details about the lens. I won't be giving you the pros and cons and so on per se, because there are other videos that I see that does all of that. My purpose for doing this video really is to share with you my personal experience with this lens. So before I get into that, really, let me just first of all say why I bought this lens. I use a Nikon, or for those of you who are from the land of England, Nikon. I use a Nikon camera, Nikon D7100. I have another Nikon camera as well. But anyway, the lenses that I had been using before. Now I do predominantly weddings. I do some amount of PR and so on from time to time. But the truth is, I would say that 70% or thereabout of what I do are actually weddings. And I had been using the 20, the 18 to 140 lens. I bought that with my D7 to 100. Yeah, I still use the D7 to 100. It's a great camera. I haven't bought the 72 or the 75. It's a wonderful camera. It's still highly rated. I've had it for going over 2 years now, and I also have been using the Nikon Prime 35 millimeter f1.8. As you know, that's an absolutely wonderful lens. But I found that I really needed another lens. I needed a mid-range, a fast mid-range zoom lens. And at one point, I was looking at um, the Nikon 24 to 70 f2.8. Wow, the price. Really steep, as you know, even a second hand, because I was saying that, okay, let me try it a second hand. Even the second hand was pretty steep, bearing in mind, of course, that I don't live in the US. I'm here in Jamaica. The price was really pretty steep. And so I started to look at another option, started to look at the Tamron. Still was a bit up there in terms of price, and also considering that I wanted to buy some other additional equipment. So I really started to search to see if there was anything else close to that is really within the price range that I can comfortably afford, but still good. Lo and behold, last year I came across this guy here, the 28, sorry, the 17 to 50 2.8 lens, and of course they have it for Canon as well. And so I did my homework, looked at all the reviews, did my research, and I became convinced that this really looks like the lens that I need to step up my game. And especially, it was coming on to the busy wedding season of December, which has become really the busiest wedding season of the year now. And I know beforehand, I knew beforehand that I was going to encounter some late evening weddings, okay, where it's going to be starting to get dark by after 5, there about 5:30, and afternoon weddings that don't start on time will end up finding me doing photo shoots when I begin to lose light. And so I really needed a zoom lens, because of course the f1.8 3.5 is absolutely wonderful, but it's not a zoom, it's fixed. So I needed a zoom lens to work with. Not only that, but as I said, the 18 to 140 is a wonderful lens, beautiful, but the truth is that it's not It's not a fast lens. It's not super sharp when you zoom in, and if you don't have really good lighting. Okay, it's a wonderful lens to walk around with and to work with. I had been working with that, but I needed a faster lens. I need to step up um, to a better lens, and even being able to get more out of the camera, because I know that I could get more out of the camera if I had a faster zoom lens. So I decided to go with this lens. So I went ahead and got it ordered online, and I got it in time to work with my weddings during the December season. And wow, this lens, this little guy here, this beauty has really done the job. It is an excellent lens. It's super, super sharp. Wow. I am very impressed with the sharpness of this lens. I mean, it's accurate. I'm using the 18 to 140. There are times when, I take shots and maybe three or so out of the of a 10 shots that I might take might be kind of soft and so on, as I say, depending on the zoom range and the lighting. But this lens, almost 100% accurate in terms of the sharpness of my shots, including, of course, in low light. Really, 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 really sharp. I am happy with it. I am very, very impressed with this lens in terms of the sharpness. Absolutely 100% for sharpness. And of course, f2.8 right throughout the entire focal length. Beautiful, lovely. It is a well-built lens. It is sturdy. It's not very heavy, but it's not too light. As a professional, I don't want a lens that is flimsy like the kit lens, the 18 to 55 kit lens. Yeah, I don't want a lens that is too heavy either, because I've been doing photography for quite a long time now, 20 odd years, and it's kind of beginning to take a toll on my right side. So I've had to be trying to lightening my load. I don't even use my battery grip anymore just to lighten the load. And so I didn't want a lens that would be too heavy. And I know that for one, the Nikon 24 to 70 would have been a heavier lens than this. But this lens, but at the same time, I don't want a lens that is flimsy. I want a lens that feels like a professional lens, that has some stability and some, that's well built. This is a well built lens. It has a decent weight, not too heavy, not like some of the Nikon lenses, not too heavy and not too light. And so for me, and at getting this lens for, call it 300 US dollars, it maybe would have worked out to, yeah, 300, or maybe tipping just a little over 300 by the time shipping is added, because of course, got it here in Jamaica, but way under the price of even a Tamron lens, because a Tamron lens brand new is running in the region of 1,000 US dollars. I won't even mention the Nikon. Okay, and so I am happy with this lens. I have looked at reviews and so on that talks about some cons to it. um, I overlook any cons, any little drawbacks that this might have. It is getting the job done. It's very sharp. It's excellent with low light, and it's nice and comfortable to work with. And so therefore, I really, as we would say in Jamaica, um, this lens is up. It's up. It's up. And so I can highly recommend this lens to anybody, even if you shoot Canon, because they have it for Canon too, and you want to step up, get a nice mid-range zoom lens that's fast. All right, I highly recommend this lens. You won't regret it. Okay, so that's just my little short take on the Sigma um, 17 to 50, right? Nice range to 17 to 50 mid range f2.8. All right, thanks.